All right, folks. So today is Tuesday, October 21. And as you know, first things first, the World Series is all set. You have the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. The same Blue Jays that knocked out the Yankees in, was it like 4 games or so? Yeah, man. I think the Yankees just had trouble against that team. They had serious trouble. I mean, they were able to get one win, which was in Game 3, but after that, they just couldn't handle them in Game 4. They were outmatched by the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays went to face the Mariners, who were a much better matchup, and the Mariners. I saw the highlights yesterday. I didn't really see the whole game. I found out that the Blue Jays won, but the thing is, the Mariners had a 3-1 lead, only for that to be ousted by a 3-run home run, by George Springer from the Blue Jays, for that got the Blue Jays to lead 4-3 and ultimately that was the game. So the Mariners ultimately choked in that game after being up 3-1 the first 6 innings, and that was just the ball game. And the Mariners could not hit another 2 home runs after that, or at least a home run to make it overtime. But yeah, it was just that. So it is now the Blue Jays versus the Dodgers, and I see that series going to 7 games, I should say. I mean, right now the Blue Jays are the hottest team in the playoffs, right? And I know the Dodgers had beaten the number 1 team, I think, in the league, which is the Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers, I think, own the entire league, or with their record, best record in the league, I think. But the Dodgers swept them right back, and the Dodgers have proven to be the better team in the playoffs. They showed their championship pride, their championship DNA, and that's how they got themselves back into the World Series. Now, I know, coming to my dump every single day, there's a lot of Dodger pride, because my dump is a Dodger home base, right? So it's gonna be interesting, man. Just how this series goes. I think it's gonna go to 7. Now, I said that about the Yankees and the Dodgers last year. I thought it was gonna go to 7 games, 6 or 7, but the Dodgers finished them off in 5, and yeah. So I think this one here, I think the Blue Jays would be a much, a tougher matchup, for a more challenging matchup for the Dodgers. So I think I really see this one going to 7 games. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a legit 7, but we'll have to see how that plays out. So it doesn't matter who wins in the first couple of games, but we'll see. Most likely there will be a Game 5. Game 6 is also a possibility, but yeah, I think in the end it's gonna be there will be a Game 7, but I know for sure there will be a Game 5, so it's not gonna be a clean sweep of a series. It would surprise me if the Dodgers do it, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be the case. It is the World Series, so we'll just have to see. I know Kershaw is already going to retire after the season, so by the Dodgers winning a repeat for their 2nd straight title, back to back, that would make Kershaw's retirement, his exit for the Dodgers a lot brighter, a lot more exciting, because of the fact that the Dodgers won the World Series again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And But set that aside. Yes, the NBA regular season is already in play. It's season openers tonight between the Lakers and the Warriors. Steph will be there most likely. LeBron will not play until initially I heard sometime in December, but now I'm hearing at least till November, or like beginning of November, mid-November, something like that. Who knows, dude? As a Laker fan, dude, this is why, like, I'm not saying I'm done being a Laker fan. Look, I know I kind of trolled saying that I'm a legit Warriors fan, and I've even said it on my Facebook posts in the past. Oh yeah, let's go Warriors, dude. And I even trolled a whole lot more when Westbrook was in the team. And look, you know what? I was one of those guys that trashed Westbrook so badly as a Laker, but bro, just looking back now, I had to take all that back, man, because this dude is, for sure he is first ballot Hall of Famer. You know, a triple-double machine. Yes, he owns the triple-double. The triple-double record now, passing Oscar Robertson, and this was before. This was when he was still with the Wizards before he got traded to the Lakers, and Westbrook didn't want to leave. The Wizards didn't want him to leave. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think, I already know it's just a bad fit between LeBron and Westbrook because they played the same style. But then I did start trashing Westbrook, and look, I regret everything I said about Westbrook, and there's some clouds out there. But I mean, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I wanted to see him succeed. I did support Westbrook when he was with the Nuggets. I wanted the Nuggets to beat the OKC. They were that close. They just got blown away in Game 7, a really bad one, but it was a series. They were that close. So, the Lakers against the Warriors. No LeBron, like I said. So it's going to be Luka versus Steph. Luka and Austin Reeves versus Steph and Jimmy Butler. Right? Should be an exciting first game. I don't know who else is playing on that season opener, but it should be a good one. Now we get the NBA regular season happening, so every game counts. I know a lot of these teams are not taking the regular season so seriously anymore, any more than they take seriously the playoffs, as we saw last season. Well, I hope that, because it is 82 games, and look, I'm not saying that they have to take every single game seriously. I mean, if you already have a comfortable winning record to the point where you are number one in the entire league, or, you feel like no one else can catch up to you for the number one seed in the West or East, then fine, you can play lightly. I mean, there's going to be games like that where some teams play lightly or they're just being outmatched or whatever. But, I remember watching the NBA in the 90s. Well, not the 90s. Sorry, I started watching the NBA technically in the 2000s, right? So, I mean, their defense was still a thing. And the players back then were a lot more competitive, all right? So they had their true basketball pride, so compared to today's players, it's just not the same. I mean, I don't know what else it's going to take. I mean, as if the All-Star weekend isn't already bad enough. I mean, the regular season, there's traffic out here. The regular season is just, that's bad. I mean, look, I at least want to see some competition, but it's just too much scoring, and now these rules are just changing for the worse, man. What was this new rule? Like, you can't block I don't know, what exactly is this rule? Is it like you can't touch a player's hand, like as they take the shot, or it's going to be an automatic foul or something like that. But it's an annoying rule. I don't like it either. If you take a half-court shot, it's not going to count against the team stats, but as a player, no, it's a team miss, but it doesn't count on a player's stats. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? If you miss, you miss, and it counts towards your field goal attempt, and so is the team. Hello, that's a machine. I mean, if it counts toward a player's attempt, like a shot attempt, it also has to count for a team. Duh. I don't understand that part. It does not make any sense. But this is what happens when you have somebody like a Silver Dollar just taking over the league, and it's just him and LeBron just continuing to take over, and this is why we're seeing more headlines than freaking the actual product on the court. And it's going to be more of the same. But hey, at least the one positive for me is that I can literally watch every Laker game while LeBron's still out. So I want to see them do well. I want to see them do well. But hey, you know how the referees are, right? You know how the referees are towards the Lakers when LeBron is there. But I have a feeling that the refs are going to be, they're going to, because LeBron's not there, something tells me they're gonna favor their every opponent just to make them lose, so that when LeBron comes back, all of a sudden everything is in a Lakers' favor again. I mean, there's just something just tells me. I hope that's not the case. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm seeing it that way. But we'll just have to see. I mean, I mean that's my gut feeling, right? But I mean, I'm hoping that that's just not the case. Okay, so I hope I'm wrong there, but I do hope the Lakers will succeed without LeBron. Maybe lose about a couple games before LeBron's return, right? So yeah, I'm gonna root for them. So I'm gonna watch the game tonight and every game going forward until LeBron comes back. Okay, so yeah, I think I can see him doing well. So yeah, that's the regular season, and obviously I'm feeling much better now than I was the last couple of days. So I am definitely cleared to play my first shoot around BER Season Tournament, first game of the first round. Yeah, but here's the thing: today's game 1. I gotta play back-to-back game 2 in the same home court, because I was supposed to play last Monday and it didn't happen. So because I wasn't feeling all that right, I'm trying to prevent from getting a cold. So right now, I gotta drink some teas and taking the necessary medicines to help myself out, to better myself. And right now, I'm definitely cleared to play, so I should be good, man. Yeah, still feeling a bit congested, but not a big deal, as long as I don't feel like crap, man. Yeah, I'm definitely good to go. So yeah, man. This is all I gotta say, dude. I hope I can win my first game, and so it's gonna be. The sports season is still continuing to get exciting. Yes, the Dodgers are in the World Series. I'll definitely support them and hope they can win their second title, right? So yeah, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for the continuing excitement of the sports season, and just see what happens, especially with the NFL. All right, so all right, peace out, everyone.